Hello and welcome back to the next episode of the Aurora C# Let's Play series Uncut. In today's episode, we're going to continue where we last left off. In the last episode we prepared essentially. We prepared our forces, learned from our mistakes, and designed some new forces, such as new strike fighters. The Block 2 class, for example, has just finished its research, and now that we can actually begin producing the Block 2 aardvarks. Now, in the comments below, a lot of people were very interested in the whole fighter doctrine and stuff like that, so I'm going to be a little bit tutorializing it a little bit more. But the main things I want to focus on is going to be getting our ground forces back up to strength, designing some better ground forces, which we've already done, and then moving towards a formation that I'll be more happy with. Whenever we look at our current opponents, what do we generally find? We generally find that our current opponents have a lot of, a lot of firepower in terms of centurions, so infantry. The best way we're going to deal with that is going to be bombardment, in my opinion. So the first thing I'm going to do today is going to be designing basically a artillery brigade, or a battery, essentially, that we're going to attach to our Marine Corps that will allow us to hopefully deal with those Centurions much, much better. Now, I'm going to head over to electrons real quick, so just make sure that we have everything in order and correct before we continue on today's episode. I really want to also say thank you guys for the support. It's been really amazing, and this series is going really far and really long way, and yeah, it's just great. So we'll have that done soon. So 40,000 tons. We'll have 3 new troop transports done. We'll have those done soon. We've active fire controls, naval admins, researchers mismatched. We have construction and production guy, a defensive system guy, and construction and production. Let's fix that. Where is a defensive system, construction and production? We don't want that. We want a construction and production personnel. We're going to give you the construction rate there. There we go. So let's do the artillery. So I want these to be static. The reason I want these is, think of these as howitzers. I want this to be a artillery battery, so to speak. So we have long-range bombardment here, which can fire from rear echelon, and that's probably what I'm going to be using. Long-range bombardment is more expensive, but it does the same damage as medium bombardment. The only difference is going to be that we have that we're able to fire from rear echelon, so it's going to be a lot safer for our rear guard. So I'm going to call this long range, LR62 150. What should I call this? Howitzer battery, self-propelled SSPG, self-propelled gun. Towed artillery. Then we're going to do 2189. There we go. And then we're going to hit avoid combat. There we go. Okay, cool. Since this doesn't need to move, we're going to use static for this. Then I want medium bombardment. I'll have to look this up, but we probably do want some medium bombardment at some point. But for now, I'm just going to go for that long-range bombardment aspect. So I'm going to reduce a few labs and then get that done as soon as possible. As well as all the other stuff we're going to need. So HMGs, Marines, Lieutenants, recon team, mortar team, all of that good stuff. Towed artillery. I also need to design another formation. So that's going to be a infantry headquarters, 10,000 tons, and this is going to be heavy powered infantry armor. This is going to be FMC, or Federalist Marine Corps. Marine Expeditionary Brigade. Marine Expeditionary Brigade headquarters. Okay, there we go. Now, I want, yeah, I want what you call, now that we've got that out of the way, I want to add that to the research. So sorry guys if I'm a little bit, not my normal self. I'm kind of a bit distracted from some other stuff in real life, but don't worry about that too much. So I think that's all good. We also have our forces back home now. How is the shipyard looking over here? So 70,000 tons. That's going to take a significant amount of time, isn't it? Yeah, we wanted to start designing our landing craft assault vessel. So I did 9,000 tons of hangar space. I also need 10,000 tons of troop transport, but we were waiting on drop bays last I checked. Yeah, but that might take too much time. So for now, I'm just going to design it with these, and then we'll place them later. So 10,000 tons. There we go. So it can deploy a marine brigade on its own here. It also has hangar deck capacity, of course. Let's add in some engineering space. There we go. And I'm going to add in some maintenance supply spaces. We don't even need maintenance supply, I don't think. So now let's design an engine that will be able to properly keep up with it. Let's bring up our calculator real quick, or not the calculator, but our optimizer. So we want a 40,000 ton ship. And I want you to go 3,000 kilometers per second. That will require 2 size 60 engines. There we go. And that'll take 10,000 tons of the vessel. So size 60. Yeah, size 60 engines. 1 second, design engines. Size 60. What boost are we giving them? 1.6 boost. There we go, 3,000 tons. That's a 1200 EP engine, which is the most powerful ion engine we've created so far. Prototypes, 1200 EP, so 2 of them. And then we need quite a bit of fuel. There we go. Now, we could add more capacity. That might definitely be something I'm interested in. We could add in some more extras. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and give it... Oh yeah, we need to add magazines. That is one thing. So I'm going to add 2 magazines in here. So that gives us 1,200. And these magazines are going to be for... primarily, they're going to be for storing all of our gun pods and things like that. So I'm just going to give it a 1 of those, and then we need to add more engineering spaces to make sure that our IFR isn't too high. And I'm going to add some maintenance storage bays as well, just to get everything looking nice and dandy. We'll give it, we don't need active sensors on this vessel. I will give it some basic thermal sensors. So that'll be, we're going to go for a basic thermal sensor and then a basic electromagnetic sensor. Overall, I think that's pretty good. Why is the troop transport screwed up there? Oh, there we go, small. We could add a little bit more, go for 12,000 tons. That might be good, but this is an expensive ship. If we compare it, it's more costly than the other vessels. So that is something to be a little bit concerned about. But we can go for 10,000 tons of capacity, which is for fighters, so we can have 20. So I think that'll actually be nice. So we're going to go for a hangar deck. And then the rest is going to be into fuel. Fuel storage. There we go. I'm going to remove some of these fuel, make sure we got it all nice and even. There we go, and that is our vessel. Now I'm going to wait for the drop capable troop transport capacity, but that is going to be the Norfolk class landing craft assault vessel. It's going to carry a marine brigade as well as ground support strike pounders that will helpfully deal with the ground forces over on Struve 2398. We're going to research prototype for that, and then we're going to go back to some other stuff. So let's actually start incrementing through our turns now. We've got a lot of trade going, as you can see, which is pretty impressive considering. Martin Frobisher is in Zeta Sextanus. Needs new orders. Let's give them new orders. Go through the unexplored jump point, please. Same with you, Diego Silves. We're going to send you through the jump point. Okay, discover the system of Easy Aquari. It's a trinary star system, but it doesn't have any habitable worlds around, so nothing too important. Very interesting binary star system here. I haven't seen that before. Gravitational survey of Zeta Sextanis has been completed. You can head to Van Man Star, head to HN Libre, and you can survey there. Overall, everything's looking pretty damn good. We're just waiting for research to really fill it up, which is basically my entire life at this point. Okay, construction rates going. We're gonna have HMGT Marines. Okay, good. What I actually might consider is I don't want to have some like some extra platoons on. So what I'm gonna do for landing craft assault, is I'm actually going to take away the hangar deck because I think 9,000 tons is just fine. I'm gonna add in a troop transport bay, and that's gonna be for 4 platoons to basically a company worth of Marines that will be for boarding actions, specifically. Okay, let's continue. Overall, I'm pretty happy with most of the designs here. Also, we should probably start construction of the Avark Block 2s. I'm going to make a starting amount of 36 of them. That'll take us, we'll be able to build about 10 a year, so that will take us a good 3 years to be able to produce. We need to consider actually increasing our fighter factory capabilities. How is our Galasite situation going? We finally got 40 mines onto this world, which is good. And the governor's also providing bonuses. So we are now we're doing 20 per mine, and we are slowly getting Galasite over, that we can hopefully then replace our dwindling Galasite reserves as a whole. Our capacity upgrade for Pope International has finished. Now we're just going to wait for the 70,000 ton one. Once we have it around there, we'll begin designing the actual vessel. 3 Natalia classes are done. Very, very nice. So these are troop transports capable of 40,000 tons worth of capacity, so we can transport significantly more forces. In terms of that, what I am going to do is we have all these regiments here, which are kind of scuffed, I'll be real with you. Is I'm going to tell Rice to start producing more ground forces in terms of infantry regiments. And then we're going to move a bunch of forces over to the, to Struve 298, and we're going to engage the enemy targets. Speaking of that, instead of Struve 298, what is the troop transport and TAL? 80 billion kilometers. Yeah, so we could just send them over and deal with it themselves. I don't think we need to send a support fleet. So we have infantry battalion, throw those in there. And we'll throw those in there. And then we have 4 light armored brigades. And then we also need infantry regiments to get sorted out again. And we also need combat engineers to get sorted out again. So I'm actually going to delete task. And I'm going to start building instead infantry battalions with this armored. So build 3 more. And those will all be done by November. We'll get all of that done. Then we can have them go to Rice, load up all the forces, and then move straight back. Okay, research is going good in ground force combat, but yeah, I don't want to use the army. What I might do is I'm going to delegate the armies, just defend worlds, and I'll move those around everywhere, and then I'm going to have the Marines handle just the invasions and stuff like that, and they're going to have the proper heavy infantry armor. Paulo Diaz is in Bernard's Star. We're going to send you over to Lumen. Do we not have Lumen thingy surveyed? That's really weird. Zeta Sextanus needs to be moved over. Let me have a look. This map's kind of getting a little bit messy, I'm not gonna lie. There we go. We'll do it like that. I have Sol here. There we go. Sol is right there. Very nice. And then we'll continue. Oh yes, I did not actually even assign you orders. You got MSP. Head over to Easy Query. You can go help there. Okay. So, I think everything's going pretty damn well. I'll be real with you guys. We just finished up the Marine. If I have a look at the Marine, did I put boarding combat on it? No, I did not. So I'm actually going to design a new one. It's going to have boarding combat capability, and it's going to have improved personal weapons. And I'm going to call this FMC Marine B, and then 2189. And this will denote that it is capable of boarding combat, specifically. And then we'll assign forces through that in regards. So we'll have the General Marines on our boarding capable Marines, and then they'll be able to move in and out between that. Okay, Diego Silves needs new orders. Do you need to resupply? Yes, you do. Resupply from the colony, then head over to, where else can we head over to? Well, 359 Vermont Star, 98 Cancer Cree, Altair. I think that we still need to survey that, so I'll send you over to there. I finished working on Marine Lieutenants. Good. And now we're just kind of waiting here. November, we're waiting for basically a year to go by, so I'm actually going to do 5-day increments. Delta just finished up. I believe you were moving automated mines over to Sirius. Yes, you were. How many automated mines do we currently have available? 40 more automated mines. So we're going to load up installations. Yeah, we're going to load up installations. We're going to load, where is it? Automated mine. And then we're going to head over to Sirius, and we're going to unload all those installations, and then head back to Sol, and then we're going to repeat that again. That'll take 500 days, but this is very important to secure these Galasite mines and reserves that we will need to be able to fund our further capabilities. Ordnance, let's continue production of our Mark II strikers. I'm also going to produce, let's produce 100 of these. I'm going to put these at 25, and then we're going to produce 500 more striker ASMs at 75%. And we're going to test out the, actually, we could test out the SLMs on their ground forces. That is something that I would be interested in trying out, but they're size 6s, aren't they? So we're going to need a destroyer if we want to actually be able to do that. So that is unfortunate in that regard. Yeah, we'll just have the ground forces deal with it then once we have them available to us. The Martin Frobisher. Send you over to Altair. I'm going to do 5-day increments at this point. Infantry battalion trained on Rice. Good. Okay, we complete research into construction rate 14 build points. That's nice. Let's go for shipyard stuff next. That's the next part I want to focus on. Okay, light armored battalion was trained. Very good. Marine recon team was trained up. Okay. June now. We complete ordnance factory production on Earth. I'm now going to produce more fighter factories because we need it, considering the fact that it's taking so long. We also have tons of renderite, so I'm going to actually produce 200 fighter factories immediately. Complete research into the mortar team. We're going to go for the towed artillery next. Complete research into shipyard building, time cost and saving. Let's go for the next level. Let's close these. Now we're just waiting for December. The Paula Diaz needs new orders. We're gonna have you to refuel and no. Okay. Refuel, resupply, then head over to Sol and then go overhaul. There we go. Hawk, production of Hawk missiles has completed. Very, very good. We'll hold out on that for now. Yeah, strikers should be fine. Production of strike ASM's done. We're going to hold off for now as we build up our Galasite reserve somewhat. Complete research into towed artillery. And complete research into very large fuel storage. Good, good, good. Next thing that I'm going to research with this is going to be probably maintenance facility bettering. So we'll put that on there. Regiment complete. So now I can assign these battalions correctly. So that'll be 30,000 tons per regiment. So we have a total of 30,000, 30,000, 90,000. 20,000 tons worth of light armored. Yeah, 25,000 tons worth of light armored. And that should be enough. So let's go over here to the natals. Detach these guys. We'll put them into this group. We're going to head over to Alpha Centauri. Load and load our subunit. We're going to load this infantry regiment, and this infantry regiment. We're then going to load light armored battalions. Light armored, and there's one more light armored. There we go. Then once you're done with that, head over to Struve 2398. You're going to head over to B2. Okay, that should work out for us. Oh, don't you fucking tell me you fucking... What do you mean you're unable to load? Just load it. You guys have plenty of capacity left. I don't see the problem here. Load. What have you got currently on you? 3 regiments, 3 light armored. I'm not gonna even ask. Head to Struve 398, head to the B2. That'll take you 177 days. So it'll take us a half a year there. Diego Sills, what the fuck's going on with Diego Sills? Oh, it was running out of fuel. Head over to Altair, please. Okay, now I'm just gonna keep it incrementing until our forces get there. Cargo Group Delta finished up on moving those extra mines over. Now we have 100 automated mines on this planet, which means we should now be producing 5,800 tons of resources. Earth, how many automated mines do we have available? 45, so let's move that. We also almost moved all of the mines off of Earth. Load installation, load automated mine, head over to Sirius again. Unload all installation. Head back to Earth, refuel. Repeat that once. Okay, we complete research into 0.6 liters per hour. Now we're going to go for what you call it? We're going to go for Stellarator fusion reactor. That'll take us around 6 years to complete. Okay, beam fire control research just completed. That's very nice. That's will help a lot. Let's go for the fire control rating speeds now, because we're going to need that for better fighters and also a few other things. Ground forces should be arriving now soon towards the planet. Complete orders orbiting Struve 2398. Let's head over there and let's begin the invasion. So now that we actually have the supplies we need, we should be fine. So what I'm going to do is Natal. Unload all forces onto B2. We're going to create a planet. Unload all ground forces. There we go. Okay, Natal's complete orders. All forces are on the ground. I'm going to assign these light armored battalions to each. And I'm also going to set them set them to frontline attack. So that they can provide support fire, but this should go a lot better now because 1, we have a lot more men, and 2, we have actual supply and command bonuses now. So let's hope it does go better. It probably won't, like me, but you know, what can you do? Okay, so bunch of orders. We estimate forces. Yeah, that's a big underestimation. We lost 900. Are you kidding me? 900 Federalist Guardsmen. attack infantry battalion. We killed 67 Centurions. Penetrated 148 armor. Units lost 126. All have been lost. How did they kill our fucking regiment so quickly? Oh, I should have set Rear Echelon. I really should have set Rear Echelon. Jesus Christ. These losses are not going to be pretty. Well, they'll die for the glory. There we go. That's much better. Those casualties are not what I'm looking for. We lost a lot of fucking logistics vehicles, though, which could be a problem. We still have a few. But yeah, we took a lot of casualties there. But yeah, that second wave of combat went much better. Let's have a look at losses. 28 guardsmen. We killed 34. So now we're actually trading somewhat effectively here. So this is good. This is good. We can actually. Okay, how is it going? We're inflicting around similar casualties here. How are the buffaloes doing? They're able to actually penetrate through the Praetorian combat mechs, and we are destroying them, which is really, really good. Estimated forces, 35 Centurions. They don't actually have that much stuff left. We should be able to eat through them. And we'll be able to break through. We are losing less and less men. Okay, very good. Light armored are now pressing their attack. And we've defeated their forces. Very, very good. Okay, that is a successful win for us over Struve 298B2. What are the current casualties? We lost around 30,000 tons worth of units. We would have taken less casualties if I was paying better attention. But yeah, we lost about 30,000 tons and we destroyed their entire force. Overall, I'm very, very happy with that. And we can now move our forces away, and then I'm going to bring in some surveyors to handle surveying the system. So, Natal, please pick up the forces on the planet, and we're going to ship them back. They are now heroes, great heroes of the Federalist Republic, as they have vanquished an enemy which has slain so many men. So we load all of those back up, and then we're going to head over to Sol, and we're going to unload all forces onto Earth. Yeah, that's great. Now, Martin Frobisher, you head over with me. You're overhauling, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Diego Silv, surveying location. Okay, you need to come back, my dude. Order out to Bernard Star. Refuel resupply. Head over to Struve 2398. Where is it? Yeah. Struve 2398. There we go. And I want you to begin a geological survey of that place, because we need to know what we fought this fucking battle for. Maintenance mining, maintenance clock, box launcher, so for the maintenance failure, new fighters Earth. Oh, do we not have enough capacity? Oh my god, yeah, we have 230,000 tons now in orbit. Fighter factories, research facilities, automated mines. You are not important right now. I'm down queuing you. Maintenance facilities is going to be the most important part. 100 more, please, immediately. We also need to get better tech for that, because right now that we need so many just to provide support. Unrest is rising user radiation levels. Yeah, that'll happen when you nuke a planet that many times. Defensive systems. That's what I need. Defensive. There we go. We also need to make sure that ground combat wise, we're also adding more into that. Okay, good. Research into MAV headquarters was completed. Okay, complete overhaul. Paula Diaz, you're closer. Head resupply, then head over. 298. Here we go. Diego Silves, we'll have you on standby. You need to resupply yourself, otherwise you're gonna freaking die. Head over to here. Okay, now we can actually begin surveying this. Okay, complete research into boarding marine. We're going to put the rest into fighter autocannons, as I knew. Okay, now I'm just going to wait for what we found. Fighter autocannon has been completed, so let's design that. So now we can do autocannon pod. So this gives, so basically pods are missiles that don't require any ammo, that are only able to do damage versus ground combat. They're also a lot smaller than normal missiles, so it allows you to build a lot smaller fighters. In our case, if we have a look at our Aardvark Block 2s, they have 2 size 4 pod bays, which means we can fit 2 size 4 pods. I'm going to put it up at this, so that's 2 size 4. And that gives us a total armor penetration of 4, as you can see, and 20 damage. That's quite a lot of damage that we can be able to do. The point is just going to be providing a lot of fire support, stuff like that. So I'm going to call this the Mark 1 Vulcane Autocannon. And we're going to create that. Oh, should have been created. I'm not sure why that gave an error out. Ground combat wise though, we are going to... Yeah, we should be able to make that. No? It goes into missile kinetic zones because of how everything's set up, but it probably should go into ground combat, Steve-wise anyway. Okay, finish surveying. We found a ruined settlement on Struve 298B2, and we also found 29 million liters of galacite. So let's have a look. Not that impressive. So just a ruined settlement. We'll get the Natals to bring over some some xenoarchaeological detachment. So I'm gonna load that, and we're gonna head over to 298. I'm gonna unload it over here. Actually, as well, while we're there, we can also load combat engineer, and also the xenoarchaeological. Send that over to Shoot 298, and then unload the forces over there. So we can find out if we can get any installations out of it, or any extra minerals or whatever. We can also obviously colonize. 11 Virginis, the Diego Silves, you need to head back immediately. You have an MSP problem. Head immediately back to Sol and refuel resupply. Is Ego out of maintenance supplies? That is the question. Yes, it is. Okay, MSP Devonshire, you have MSP? No, you do not. Resupply from Earth, head over to Bernard Star, begin immediate transfer of maintenance supplies, and I want you to keep moving there, and I'm going to set up a route, and then we're going to make more of those maintenance vessels. Okay, more Aardvark Block 2's coming online now. Okay, 5-day increments, just to speed it up. Did something happen? Devonshire completed orders, okay, good. Devonshire. Yeah, you're damaged on your gravitational sensors. Devonshire, what I want you to do, it's going to give you an order delay. So let me just, let me go grab an order delay. 6 months. We'll do a yearly thing. 1 year in seconds. Just because otherwise we're going to deplete our maintenance supplies too rapidly for what I need. So we're going to, 1 second. So we're going to go to Sol. So I'll give the order here. Your job is going to be going into Sol, so your order delay is going to be 365 days, and everything else will not be. Go into Sol. Resupply from Colony. Head back to Banana Star and then transfer maintenance supplies to colony and then do that cycle moves. There we go. So now we have maintenance and fuel coming to Ego at all times. Diego Silves is now, yeah, you're orbiting Earth. Begin an overhaul, please. And I'm going to also repair your thing. We're nearly at 70,000 tons as well, which is really, really nice. So now we can start thinking about building our supercarrier. Okay. So, production of Aardvark Class 2 is complete. Frobisher is okay. Someone died, I think. Construction and production, I think that's what happened. How's our wealth sitting? Our wealth sitting's fine. Let me get some better fuel production. Frobisher. Head over to Sol. Your deployment time's nearly up. I don't want you to have any issues. Okay, 5-day increments. Paired. Okay, good. Do we have ground forces on Struve 298 again now? Yeah, there we go. So that should now, they should now be trying to find out about the ruins there. Maintenance factory, maintenance facility production completed. Good. Okay. And the active research facilities on Earth. Assign new laboratories. There we go. Okay, everything's looking good here. We're just kind of preparing, but I'm getting pretty confident. And also our Galasite reserves are going to be sorted out relatively easily, I think. We're now mining 8,000 tons from this planet. Iridium, coryndium, and Galasite are the main exports. Current status of our stockpile, we are still depleting on our Galasite, which is concerning. So that is something we're going to have to continue to try and handle. Yeah, Naval Yard has completed capacity, which now we have a 70,000 ton naval dockyard. I'm going to leave that for next episode mainly. What's our wealth? Our wealth's looking good. Looking good indeed. We're in settlement. We don't know the race yet. We're just going to wait, I guess. There's a chance every year, about 45% chance. So it really depends. It could take forever. It could not take any time whatsoever. Paul Diaz, you can first off resupply from Ego, then you're gonna head over to Struve 298. Okay, it's been fully surveyed. 30 abandoned installations. The Raquel. Let's have a look there. What tech level are they? Tech level 2. Okay, well, we can begin to dig up those installations here. We recovered maintenance supplies. Nice. Diego Silves, let's head over to Struve 298 as well. There we go. And we just go with more jump points, which is really, really nice. We found infrastructure, research lab. That's really good. Wealth. I told you, my verb, you can go over to Struve 298. And help with that. Maintenance supplies, automated mine. Terraforming installation. Looking good. What else do we need? Sensors of fire controls. That's what completed up. Let's go for electronic warfare. That's something that I do want to get. We need ECM and ECCM because those are both very important things. Inactive ceramic composite armor. The guy kind of died, so let's continue. We're over halfway done with that. We've got 5.6 million liters of fuel. Diego Sills needs new orders, so there's the other one. We're going to go through both jump points. There we go. And the Paula Diaz has also completed orders, so go through that jump point. Discovered a new connection to the known system of Sol. Wait, what? We can just jump into here? From Sol? Huh, interesting. Let me have a look at the galactic map then, because that kind of confuses things, doesn't it? So yeah, you can jump from that to there. So I'm gonna put lambda reticuli there, and I'm gonna put that there to kind of indicate that we can just move through. I'm also going to change this to the Federalist Republic of Earth now, considering the fact that we have defeated them. So that means that we can now transport straight through to Struve 298 from Sol, which could definitely be advantageous. We have the system of Lambda Volantis. Nothing useful. Unable to carry orders, yeah, because you went into Sol and there's nothing in Sol to look at. Struve 298, head over to Lambda Volantis. Let me have a look at Sol actually. I want to know where that jump point is. Over here, okay. Cargo shuttle station found. Paula Diaz. You can head straight to Struve 298 and then head to Lambda Volantis, which is good. Okay, I think everything, yeah, it's going really well. Found good high potential. Some soft potential. We have quite a lot around. Nothing too important nearby though. A lot of it's on moons or whatever that is pretty far away that I'm not really too bothered about, I'll be honest. We have an inactive research facility in Struve 298 V2. Yeah, that's a problem. We'll do biologists on this. I don't really mind. There we go. Yeah. So now we've got people on the planet as well. We also got tracking stations, terraforming installations, and all this other stuff, which is really, really cool. Shortage of saurian production. That's because you got a thing. I'll tell you to stop that. There we go. I think that's why I'm going to leave the episode off. Not much happened this episode, but that's obviously the ground combat. We were able to secure Struve 298B2, and we have colonized it, which is really, really awesome. Next episode, we're going to design our super carrier and continue to prepare to build up our ground forces as well. I hope you have enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. And big thanks to members King Neto, no, Lewis Neto, King Strozer, and Alter Ego 1101. Thanks to you guys, we're able to keep the channel going and consistent.